Divine greetings, Masters. Very good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. This is MADHU SONI welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English Group. Very warm welcome. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for sharing your precious time, space, and energy, Masters. So, without further ado, let us first give our gratitude to the Masters. So, I request everyone to open your videos, join your hands, and let us pray to the Masters, give our gratitude and regards to them, and let us give thanks to all the masters with great respect, regards, and gratitude to all the divine beings, to all the masters from all the spiritual, angelic, and astral realm, to the masters from the Param Guru Mandali, the Saptarishi Mandal masters, to the Siddhas, teachers, healers, mentors, and gurus, and our great grandmaster, Pitamaha Brahm Rishi Subhash Patri Sir, Mahavatar Babaji, to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Father Universe, Sun, Moon, and constellations, and to all those masters who are connected with Most High, to all the divine feminine and divine masculine energies. Dear masters, we are very, very grateful and thankful for all the blessings and grace that you have showered upon each and every one of us. We at Light and Soul Meditation English Group and Love Light Stasha YouTube channel, we are very grateful for everything that we are receiving. Thank you for your divine wisdom, knowledge, and guidance, and also your immense protection that you give us during this spiritual journey that we have taken. We ask and pray to you at this time to help us connect with your consciousness. May you share your divine knowledge, wisdom with us, and also help us to understand the metaphysical subjects, the spiritual knowledge, or the occult sciences. Also, masters, help us to know what is our truth, help us to speak our truth, help us to choose the path of truth, and help us to go ahead with progression, with liberation, and also help us to properly align ourselves with the soul plan, purpose, and also align us with the highest timeline that we have set for our incarnations, soul journeys, or life journeys. Thank you so much, Masters. Keep us in alignment and help us to follow the path of truth, honesty, justice with unconditional love, compassion, and kindness. Thank you so much. Thank you, Masters. Thank you. So, as you all know, we are, and thank you to all the meditators, Masters. Really, really grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. So, as you know, we are gonna start about now with the vagus nerve. What is vagus nerve? So Sheelam ji will actually tell me what is vagus nerve. She is most of the time, she had been healing people. She was in the nursing field, and she had helped many patients. I believe, yes, she must have done that. So, well, nothing is hidden from her with this wonderful topic that we are going to talk about. So, when we talk about vagus nerve, it is also known as vagal nerve, or you can also say the wanderer, the nerve that wanders. So, it starts from your medulla oblongata, from the brain basically, to your lower body parts or the organs, that is your heart, lungs, your abdominal region, your stomach, and even the intestines also. So, many of the, body parts are associated with the vagal nerve or vagus nerve. So I think if you happen to associate with Las Vegas also, I won't mind saying that because when you say Las Vegas, people go there to you know to visit that place and to enjoy and all those things. But it actually, basically, what do? You wander around in Las Vegas, right? Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, something like that, as they say, right? Anyhow, now when I say this vagus nerve is basically associated with many body parts, masters, okay? So today, as we are going to talk about it, this is also associated with lot of health benefits, lot of health challenges also, I would say, because if this vagus nerve is not stimulated properly or it is not balanced or something, it might give you a lot of problems. Or if that is, this is basically hampered in you, some kind of neck pain or something that happens, basically where it is. So it is found in pairs, masters. So there are two vagus nerves. One is here, one is this side, one is that side, and it is actually connected to the medulla oblongata, the area behind your head, masters, the area behind your head. But it starts from medulla oblongata and then it goes down your spinal column Not only that, but let me, so today I have actually, um, in, I would say whatever I could, incorporate from afternoon until now. It's my evening, so I was very busy collecting all the information to help you guys, know what is vagus nerve. And so I made a slide, and just to show, information, how it can help stimulate, the things that we want to talk about today. So let me show you. So there are two kinds of vagus nerve masters. First is your, the left side, the right side, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic system. Okay, 1 second. So don't mind or don't judge me here. I'm just trying to share the information that I brought today to help you all out, to help my own self as well, I would say. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. So there are, oh, sorry, 1 second. Which one? Yeah, this is where I was. So these are like basically this is where you can find the vagus nerve. As the picture shows, this is where you can find the vagus nerve, and also this side here, right? The left and right side. So when we talk about the left side is basically the parasympathetic vagus nerve or the parasympathetic nervous system. It vagus nerve definitely activates the parasympathetic nervous system, but also during the time when we are in a very active state, or we are in a fear state, or anxiety state, that time when we are in the fight or flight syndrome, the sympathetic nervous system gets activated. So these are the two nervous system masters, the parasympathetic in the blue and the sympathetic in the red. So sympathetic nervous system is basically in the awake state or in the waking state, and also not only that, but also when we are in the fight or flight syndrome, when we are having adrenaline rush, when we actually release cortisol from our body, during the time when we are getting ready for going to office, or going to take on something new, and or maybe something is basically like a project is being released, or when you are going for the work, or you have a test coming. So this sympathetic nervous system becomes very active, right? So now how does it affect? It affects your pupil, it affects your heart, it affects your airways, sweat gland, liver. So now at this time when I am actually giving the class, what is being active? It's the sympathetic nervous system getting activated within me. Meaning while preparing, I was maybe in that sympathetic nervous system, but I know how to cool myself down or calm myself down. But at this time, when I am speaking, what is happening? I might be sweating, right? When we speak, when we are actually doing some kind of action, what happens? We are sweating. So sweat glands will also be active. Your liver increase in the role of this glycogen from, to glucose. That might also be happening. Your digestive system, decrease activity during the time when you are actually speaking, or you are going to go through a test. What happens? You don't feel like eating. You are like totally out of that. You don't want to eat. You want to remain empty stomach, because the energies that are basically going on within you, it's basically more kind of the fight or flight kind of syndrome, or you are in that fear state or anxiety state, because you are being tested. Or you, so at this time, what are you guys doing? You're looking at me, you're thinking, oh, how she's going to relay this information to everyone. So I might also be feeling the judgment. So now what is happening? The digestive system, the slow, so I don't want to eat anything. Normally I would go and eat at this time, but today I haven't eaten. No, I have eaten. I have taken my tea and my whatever I want to. So I did that. But anyhow, the sluggish digestive activity would be taking place with the sympathetic nervous system, adrenal glands. So that stimulation for the production of, all those hormones also will also not be happening, or adrenaline rush. Maybe cortisol will be more at this time. Then the vaginal contraction will be happening, urinary system, then the release of, any the urinary, uh, relay of that information, meaning you are releasing So at this time, you are also in that state of not, or maybe you are going more towards the, you know, you want to go to the loo more, that might also be happening for many people who will be very much fearful or anxious. But during the time when the parasympathetic nervous system is active, what happens? You have your dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, these are released, basically calming your brain, calming your mind. Your pupils will also be basically, contracted or constricted. And then heart, basically slow heartbeat, meaning sluggish heart waves, and also brain waves will also be low. Airways, it actually constricts airways also. But then certain times what happens is when you start activating them, stimulating them, so your sinus pathways are also okay after a while. But if that is constricted and it is difficult for you to breathe, you need to stimulate your vagus nerve. Now, blood vessels also. So, vessels constriction will also happen. Too much of inflammation or all these things won't be happening. So, it will actually activate your digestive activity, digestive system, uterus, urinary system, everything. So increase in the urinary output with the urinary system. Okay, so now when you see, this is your brain. Okay, I hope you can see my cursor. So this is your brain. Now, as I said in the last time when we were talking about the brain, how what are the various parts of your brain? So F pot, I said, right? The acronym for FPOT is the frontal lobe, the parietal lobe, the occipital lobe, and then this one is the temporal lobe. So frontal lobe, like from here till here, then occipital, and then parietal. Yeah, parietal. And then it comes the temporal lobe. So temporal is this side, right? So now when you see the brain, the vagal nerve is basically here, the blue thing that goes to the pupil masters. This is from here, that, the backside of your medulla oblongata, from the backside of your head, where you put two fingers, like if you can join your fingers like this, right? Put it on the medulla oblongata, the brain stem, and that is the area from where the vagal nerves release. And then it goes from the ear, it comes here, and then it goes down your spinal column also, and it get associated with lot of other organs. So I hope you all were able to see it. Is everyone okay watching this? Give me a thumbs up if you are able to see properly. Zoom user, can you please rename yourself? I would love to have your name renamed. Otherwise, we would have to, remove you. I don't want anyone without a name. So Zoom user, please rename yourself. Giving you 5 minutes, not more. Very strict. I'm very strict with this. So try to rename yourself. Otherwise, you know. Yeah, I'm like that. I started being like that. I was not like that. But then certain times we have to be, so that they understand that, certain rules are here which needs to be followed. And so that because we come here and we are very transparent with each other, so better do that. Okay. Anyhow, so now, oh, okay. So how can you, okay. So I just tried to incorporate as much as information I could. I'm gonna share again. Zoom user, if you are able to rename, the three dots are there. You can rename yourself. Otherwise, I'm removing you. Okay. So now, yeah. So how do you stimulate the vagus nerve? You can sing, you can gargle, you can take cold showers. So during the time when this vagus nerves needs to be activated, certain times this vagus nerve is also very important as you start breathing in and as you start breathing out. So the way to, you know, bring this manifestation also along with vagus nerve is to first, breathe in, and slowly as you become or make your body steady, as you breathe in, start, manifesting things. Why you have to do that, or why, manifestation happens? Because at this time when you are breathing in and breathing out, when you are in that meditative state, you become more calm and relaxed. Your brain functions, basically are also more sluggish and relaxed. You become more calm. Your stress also goes away. The stresses that you have in your daily routine, so that also goes away. So during the time when you have interviews, right, or you are going to go for a presentation, so certain times everyone says that, okay, sitting for 5 minutes with yourself and breathing in and breathing out helps you. Why? Because it actually stimulates your vagus nerve. And as you breathe in slowly, your mind relaxes. And as you breathe out and take more time than the inhale, so as you inhale, I always say that inhale 7 to 8 seconds and exhale 7 to 8 seconds, right? I do say that. But certain times when you inhale and you take 7 to 8 seconds while inhaling, or 10 seconds or more, but if you exhale more than that, meaning if you take more time, maybe let's say 15 seconds, not 10 seconds, but 15 seconds while exhaling, more than inhale time, that is the time you start focusing on your breath, and also you start relaxing more. You release that stress. The stress is released, and then that is the time your parasympathetic nervous system gets activated. So how you can stimulate again the vagus nerve? You can start singing, you can start gargle, I'm just doing that just to give you an idea. You can definitely have a salt water. Certain times people do also say that eating a high salt diet can also activate the stimulus, can also stimulate the vagus nerve. You can actually put cold splashes of cold water, and that can also, so certain people, they also take this um, cold dips, during winter time, or maybe the ice water challenge. Some people do take, right? Why? Because that helps them activate the vagus nerve. Then you can do a very high intensive exercise that you can do, but not too high, as they say, because it can disturb that balance. Now, breath work. So breath work is like inhale and exhale, also doing the pranayam that you can do. And also you can do this, the box breathing. So inhale, then stop, and then slowly release. Then inhale, like it goes like this: inhale, then stop there, then exhale, then again, when you inhale, come down, then again. So like that, basically a box breathing: inhale, exhale. But during the inhale and exhale, in that between time, you have to stop. You have to take a pause. So that is called box breathing. That is what you can do. There are certain kinds of massage also. So how you can massage? You can massage like this, the left side, the right side. So basically the left side will actually definitely stimulate that nerve, but also the right side will actually activate your sinuses, that actually is associated with your heart, with your lungs, with your abdominal cavity, with your stomach, right? And also intestine. So 6 ways that you can do again is with the singing or humming. You can do yoga postures. You can do deep massage. So now when you do some next exercises, right? Or you can also do this, sit straight, and then, or maybe lie down on your back, and then join your hands like this, okay? Then do this. Now look at the left side, and till the time you have a yawn or you feel like you want to swallow, till that time you need to see this, okay? The left side. And that is how you can activate, you can stimulate. So do this again. Then do on the right side. Same way, do on the right side. Then I think twisting with the right side and the left side slowly. But doing this with the same thing, but then twisting, looking, and then twisting, then coming back, and then twisting. So this will also help. Then certain times when we hug someone, that can also stimulate meditating, as we already spoke about it. And then slow deep breaths also can activate. Now activating. So certain times the lungs can be, having a lot of pressure, because again, we might be in that flight or fight syndrome. So what you can do, you can go out in the nature, you can spend time in the nature, you can definitely, that will help your heart rate variability, and that also will also increase your vagal tone. And then it also affects your saliva and mucus also. So there are toxins that actually are there in your saliva and mucus. So as you are in the nature, or as you activate and stimulate your vagus nerve, you can actually let go of that toxin also, right? You can swallow and then it can be released from your body. Definitely. Have you ever seen people who are massaging this area? They tell you to massage this area, you know, like this, right? And so here, this part, like how the dot is shown in that ear, right? That is the part where certain people, what they do is to activate the vagus nerve, what they do is they put some earring here, mostly women, or people, if you have seen people who are goldsmith, they will do that, or people who know how to put the pressure points on, so they will actually wear some earring here, and they will put that, so to activate, so that you are basically most of the time you're always calm and composed, and you're not stressed, you're more over relaxed. So that is what you can, and that activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Like how beautiful is that? You can easily release that beautiful hormones that gives you dopamine effect, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphin, right? So the dose that you get is of some beautiful hormones that are basically released from your pineal gland and pituitary gland and hypothalamus, right? The amygdala also is basically it becomes big, because of the fear, anxiety, but slowly it also calms down, right? So you can massage, do cold exposure, you can use eyes, so you can use definitely eyes on your face, and that can also, when it because it is connected to your brain also and your heart also, so it can actually lower your blood pressure also very quickly, and that can also activate your vagal tone, or the vasal, it can stimulate your vasal nerve, but also your poor posture. So like how I'm sitting at this time, it's a poor posture. You have to sit like this, right? Sit straight. And that also affects your vagal nerve. So you can definitely. So what I was doing today, as I came back from somewhere, so I was feeling a lot of sinus pressure. I do have, and I have, because you're most of the time there is like stress around you, and so the body's way to fight that stress is to, it shows you in the form of sinus pressure. Okay, so what happens is that you start feeling that your nasal passages are all blocked, and you feel like, sorry, excuse me, masters, so you feel like that, you can't breathe properly. So what you can do is definitely, because you are most of the time in that stress zone, so fight or flight syndrome at that time. So definitely what I started doing was I did this, like just simple, this way, right? Because here where we take the pulse, this is where you can find your vagal nerve, and then you start doing this. After a while, my sinuses were gone, totally gone. I was relieved and I was able to breathe properly. So just letting you know, tried and tested, do that and you will find easy going life, I would say. And also in your tummy, certain people, they have this problem of the acid reflux. So if you can stimulate your vagal nerve, or the vagus nerve, that can also help you to remove this acid reflux issue, okay, or challenge. So doing some physical activity, moving your body, can also help relieve this issue. And also basically, it can stimulate your chest and abdomen, and also it, because it travels from your brain. Because what does vagus nerve do? Vagus nerve actually takes the message from your abdomen, from your abdominal cavity, it takes it to the brain. Now your brain actually will, suppose maybe you see a lion or a tiger or a snake in front of you, or there's a bus just coming right away. What happens to your core? That is your abdominal cavity. At that time, you become fearful. So what happens? Your belly button goes inside. You become fearful. It constricts. Like it is like that. It contracts. So now when we breathe during meditation time, what happens? What do? We inhale, we incorporate this breath in our heart, in our lungs, and then we also do it in our abdomen. We expand everything. We feel that expansion. That is where this feeling of clarity comes in, a heaven kind of feeling, or relaxed feeling, or maybe a confident feeling. You are very open. There is no fear, right? During the time when we meditate. But during the time when we are watching something and that makes us fearful, or something is coming up to you which makes you fearful or anxious, or a test is there, or you have to present something, what happens? Your abdominal cavity region becomes constricted, and this signal or this message that your vagus nerves feel, it takes this to the brain. And when it takes this to the brain sends signal of cortisol. Now it releases cortisol. So most of the time when we are in the waking hours, we the sympathetic nervous system is basically working, and it releases cortisol most of the time. Now, when you relax yourself, so how to relax it again? Now, when you are relaxing it, so what you can do is you can inhale deeply and then pause. And then as you pause, try to expand your stomach cavity, meaning the abdominal cavity. Then also incorporate this expansion happening inside your lungs and let it be there for a while, and then you release basically, right? So opening this area, the abdominal region, the navel region, right? And then your lungs and heart. That can also activate and stimulate your vagus nerve. Now, what are the nerve function? Let us hear, right? So vagus nerves plays a very important role in our sensory and motor functions. What are sensory? The things that we see, touch, feel, right? So what do we see from our eyes? What do we see? What do we smell from our nose? Like how do we smell? Through our nose. And then we hear. These are the sensory things, right? And also touch. Then taste. So what are the motor functions? Where are the motor functions? Where does it generate from? So motor functions are here, back here on the medulla oblongata region, the brain. And then again, it actually helps us, this region actually helps us to, use our hands, our feet, the motor functions, the dexterity also, like right-handed, left-handed, and how to, like, how are you catching things, holding things, motor functions. Is your brain able to guide your feet and hand and the movements, right? So that are the motor functions. It also helps you with digestion. It helps you with heart rate, the heart rate variability, the up and down, the rapid movement, blood pressure, breathing, circulatory system, immune system response also, your mood. It actually also stimulates your mood, or it takes care of the mood. Then production of mucus and saliva, as I told earlier, it also works on your skin, the facial, this region also, the movement, certain times when this is not activated properly or something is not balanced, the face can also, the chewing and also the movement of your face, the facial region, it becomes improper. So certain times, people do have a slight disfiguration, I would say, of the face, and also you might see that no movement on the face also. People with epilepsy will also be benefited if they stimulate vagus nerve. Okay, so speech is also slurred if the damage to the vagus nerve is there. Okay, so the vagus nerve function is to regulate your speech, to regulate the skin movements, also muscle sensations, also how you feel the muscle sensation, because the vagus nerve sends everything from the abdominal cavity and all other cavities, basically all the organs, and it sends the message to the brain. And then also your taste, you can feel the taste because of the vagus nerve, urine output also, so how much you need to release and all those things. The vagus nerve now sends the information from the gut, the esophageal region, to the brain, where you feel compassion, empathy, stress, anxiety, or fear. Like the pituitary gland, hypothalamus, sorry, um, um, pineal gland, pituitary gland, and then hypothalamus. But here the amygdala is the one that actually understands the sensation of fear or anxiety. Now it becomes big because of fear and anxiety. So if you wanna, when you start meditating, when you start working on your vagus nerve stimulated, it becomes small. Okay, so this is very, very important, and hence this we say gut feeling. My gut feeling says this, because your body can sense things. Your body is basically watching through the eyes, hearing through the ears, smelling, tasting. And even your own senses can tell you, how that navel region constricted because of the fear or anxiety, and then also how you're reacting towards it, any situation to danger or threat. So your body goes into the fight or flight mode where you start releasing adrenaline, and that is also basically for a time being you can do stuff basically in a jiffy or in a snap, because you are given that rush, that adrenaline rush is there. Stress hormones is also very active. But the parasympathetic nervous system, which actually helps with the vagus nerve stimulation, can help you relax and realize that there is no more danger anymore, there is no more fear, and now you can relax. So the parasympathetic nervous system needs to be activated to get the effect of dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin. Now, how does certain times when you have acid reflux? So maybe there is some damage to your neck muscles, to your vagus nerve, and that is also one of the cause that maybe you might be facing certain kind of acid reflux situation. That is one thing that is prominent. Now, according to the NIH, the National Institute of something, I don't remember exactly now, but healing something, I don't know, something like that. But the vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve because it extends from your brain to your the lower body parts, and damage to any part of this nerve can lead to the following symptoms. What can happen? You will have difficulties speaking, loss of your voice will happen, change in voice will happen, you will have trouble swallowing, you will have changes in digestion, nausea, vomiting, loss of gag reflux. Certain times when we feed our children also, or I would say certain times, certain food, whenever we eat, maybe during the time when we are sleeping, something happens while sleeping and we feel that this is like giving us pain. Maybe that day we might feel a gag reflex also, and you might also go into that low blood pressure where you might also go and faint. Certain times the food that you want to eat, basically it cannot go down, it stays up in the abdomen, basically I would say in the stomach. It does not digest, it cannot be digested, so it is called gastroparesis, something, this kind of disease. And you can faint also. So vagus nerve stimulation is it can actually also help you with many other things, masters. So low blood pressure can also happen because of the nerve damage, and you might also go into bloating, pain, abdominal bloating or pain, and depression and anxiety also. So it can result because of the neck pain. It can affect your heart rate. It can affect your blood pressure. It can cause fainting spells also. So you might feel a sense of fullness if you haven't, like basically you might not have eaten that much, but still you might be feeling that why do you feel so full? Because so certain kind of these involuntary stomach contractions can also prevent you from eating more, and it can cause fainting spells also, and your stomach will not empty properly also, right? And vomiting, yeah, I shared this. So now these are the cranial nerves, masters, that I wanted to show you just for information purpose, okay? I don't want to put you into too much of science or biology, but here, or anatomy of the brain, I would say. So the frontal part, like you can see the picture, the green part, the green nerve, that is the optic nerve. Basically from there the optic nerve generate. The olfactory is for the yellow one at the start is for the smell. Then oculomotor, the eye movement, and pupil, it goes down, the small nerves down here. Then the trigeminal, it actually is with the jaws, face sensation and chewing. Then for the eye movement also, abducens, it goes down near the medulla oblongata, the blue one, the small blue one, okay, here. Then the trochlear is again with the eye movement, another eye movement, or yeah. And I would say with the hearing and balance, the vestibulocochlear is basically this one again. So these are some of the nerves, but in all, what I wanted to show you, and the vagus nerve, the very important one is the vagus nerve for the movement, sensation, and abdominal organs. This is the place, masters. The the bigger blue, greenish blue kind of vagus nerve on both the sides, if you can see, of medulla oblongata, the brainstem region, right? So, and this is the glossopharyngeal with the, your throat, your gut, and all the sensation of taste and swallowing with this gray two tubes, coming out. These are for the glossopharyngeal um, nerves. And then for accessories, neck movement, the blue one, these are the for the neck movement. And when you massage, so anything with the cranio sacral therapies or massage, when you start doing, like this, massaging your face from here to there, and then, taking your one finger here and then another, and then going like this, then massaging it like that, can also activate your vagal nerves. Certain nerve points you can see. I'm not going to teach more about it, but this is here. If you want to take a picture, you can take picture. Pituitary, for people who have lot of health challenges, these are the nerve points that you can stimulate. You can put the acupressure. So pituitary, pineal. One is on the thumb itself, on the toe, the big thumb, 1 and 2. It is for the pineal and pituitary, right? You can definitely press it for a longer time, and then you can. And also one is here, masters. Okay. So here, this. So I think 3 fingers down here, like when you say 3 fingers down here from the wrist, this is the place where you can pressure and put the pressure on. And then blood to head. The third is the blood to head on the root of the thumb of the toe. Then vena cava return, which is basically for the artery of your heart, vena cava, the big artery, the fourth one, where you put the pressure, right? When you walk. Then ear, which is the fifth one, the second finger from the small toe. Then adrenals, again the seventh one, just near the arch, carotid artery. It is the eighth one. So where it is on the right feet, masters. Okay, right feet. Then Vegas is which one? Ninth one, right? So ninth one is here on near the right toe, on the right foot. Then the sigmoid colon, the 10th one. So basically activating your intestinal region also with the colon region, right? I hope I have shared enough, but one second. I've done this. Yeah. I wanted to tell you more about it, but anyhow, this is where now coming to the manifestation part, masters. So now when we are coming to the manifestation part, how you can manifest when, first of all, lot of health challenges are basically going to be over with this when you start activating and stimulating your vagus nerve. But when you want to manifest, the best way to manifest is to calm yourself down, to breathe in. When you are able to calm yourself down, when your brain is calm enough, it can easily visualize. Okay. And that is where, when you start breathing in, you start bringing those thoughts that you want to manifest, and you also are able to visualize properly. You are able to be like, you become more clear, you have more clarity. So let me tell you this example. Most of the time, when somebody is in a very relaxed state, okay, you are able to manifest very quickly. We don't realize that. But let me tell you, masters, many of the time when we are actually, given enough time to the Zoom user, so I removed them. Anyway, so now coming back to the point, now when we are saying that, when we want to manifest, we need to be more relaxed all the time. If we are in a uh, you know, stressed uh, mental activity, I would like to say, that is the time what happens is we are not clear. Our heart and mind are both working in different direction. So most of the time, whenever you want to, calm yourself down, there's another way to calm yourself down. How you can calm yourself down? So not only like meditation is the easiest way to do that, yes, but keeping one hand on your abdomen, on the solar plexus chakra, and another on your heart. So maybe, do this. Left hand on your abdomen, right hand on your heart, and then you can breathe. And you can expand your stomach muscles and let your heart also relax. So when your heart, I mean, when your abdomen feels that expansion, the coming out of the navel region or the belly button, at that time, your heart can also feel this confidence and this expansion. Now your heart also calms down, masters. Very similar to that, when you are wanting to manifest anything, the way to manifest will be thinking and visualizing at the same time, and also inhaling that. So bringing that energy inwards, bringing that energy with every inhalation. But also what you can do is just imagine. Now this is another old example that I have used many times. Again, I'm going to use it. And this solves many of the problems. You are taking a flight, but when you are taking that flight, you see a lot of clouds. The pilot sees lot of clouds in the sky, and when your plane goes through that cloudy area, what happens or what can happen to the plane? Can anyone tell me what will happen? Let me unmute and then, because we are very near to the end. Okay.
Turbulence.
Turbulence. Why the turbulence? Why?
Because the density of the cloud is in various this thing. So I think
Yeah.
the speed it gets into a mode of turbulence.
Yeah, so very similar to that. Just imagine when we are having lot of thoughts in our mind, what happens to our brain? It is also very turbulent in that very turbulent state. So now our mind can't think properly, it can't breathe properly. And even like as I'm saying this, you might be feeling that, your gut is telling you something, and your body sensations are telling you something. Your brain is actually guiding your motor skills and sorry, motor abilities, and also it is also guiding all your body parts by releasing that particular hormone. So when you are tensed, what happens? During the time when you are tensed, your body is also not working properly. Your heart is also the heart rate also increases, right? The heart rate variability also increases. Now your blood pressure also increases. Now you come into the stress state where you are in the fight or flight state also, and now many other things, the body basically is not acting the way it should, and you might see a lot of changes in your test results, when you are stressed. Cholesterol also increases, your circulation also might differ, meaning maybe circulation is not proper, improper circulation, right? So many things happen, and that is the cause of that. When you want to manifest things, you are not okay. You are basically thinking, oh my God, I have this and this in my life going on. I am in this situation at this time. And now what will I do? We start thinking about our future. We start thinking about the family. We start thinking about the responsibility. We start thinking about money. We start thinking about health. Now everything is affected. So at this time, whenever you are activating your vagus nerve, stimulating it, whenever we are putting ourselves in the parasympathetic nervous system state, now how many parasympathetic nerves we have? We have 72,000 parasympathetic nerves in our body. So when you activate yourself through meditation, or when you are basically going into meditation, these 72,000 nadi mandal or the parasympathetic nervous system, they becomes they become unblocked, and they become activated with good hormones, basically the oxytocin, the dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. We feel that effect of the positive hormones or the good hormones, which makes us feel good, which enhances our mood, which also relaxes us, which releases the stress, and we feel that our body is working efficiently, properly, and responsibly also. And that is why when you start inhaling inwards and slow exhalation, but more exhalation, taking more time and making our body steady, straight and steady. And at this time, your body will also be able to, like not your body, sorry, you will be able to manifest big time. When you actually when you think about something that you want to manifest, and at that time, You are supposed you want to think that I want to have a job, or I want to become healthy, or I am healthy, I have a great job. Maybe you don't have a job. Like, why I'm giving these examples? Because we have people here who might be facing this. So I'm just giving an example that activate your vagus nerve and also help your own self, meaning with the health challenge, with the acid reflux, with the job option, with the manifestation issue that you are having, and then using it for yourself, helping yourself, even visualizing and putting the intentions and manifesting it big time. But in which state? Where you are totally relaxed. Why? Now you know all the science behind how you can relax yourself, how one should actually go through that, right? So the vagus nerve is very, very, important. So there are different mudras also what you can do. Did I take a lot of time? Anyway, so what you can do is you have to close the seven gates. That is called Shanmukhi Mudra. So one hand here on your ears, the two holes, right? Two holes. Now two eyes, again two holes. So how many? Four. Now two more. How many? Six. So, and then one, seven. So what you can do? You can do this. You can do this like this, like this. So you close all the seven gates, and that is called Shanmukhi Mudra, right? And so there are, I don't remember, I just collected all the information because this came to me that today I have to, share with you all. And I need to talk about vagus nerve. So then there is the Pranidhana Mudra for calming and grounding yourself, and the Kaka Mudra for your throat and head nerves. And then one more, and you can also do Brahmari also, masters. Brahmari, it's a, you can chant it from here and then you sound it, Om, you sound Om, like that. So that also can help to promote emotional balancing, and also Dvimukham Mudra also. So it is like it's a very, very simple hand gesture, and which can actually affect, or which can actually help your emotions, and it can balance your nervous system, also calm your nervous system. So one second, let me tell you. Yeah. So Dvimukham Mudra is basically doing this, like this. This is Dvimukha Mudra. And one more is Pranidhana. So how you can do the Pranidhana? Pranidhana is, basically using these two fingers like this, okay? Then joining your lower, like the smaller finger, okay? Then keeping it like that and this. This is your Pranidhana Mudra, okay? So this can also help you calm yourself down, and you can do it for 15 minutes during meditation, or sit like that, or just do this Dvimukha Mudra, that can also help you, or the one with the Shanmukhi Mudra, that can also help you. So there are many things that can, and moreover, one thing that relaxes, we also call it the Buddha Mudra, this one also, this one. I hope you all can watch me, right? You can. So this is where you can, this is Buddha Mudra also. That also relaxes you, masters. So I hope this now helps you all. I hope I was able to give you all the information that you can use it for your benefiting, for benefiting yourself. Okay, one second. And also the tapping that you want to do is, you can just tap, like massage this part. So this part you can massage, and then just massage this part also. It can also reduce your stress, and also certain times this vagus nerve, you can do this. Not too much, not too hard though, but you can just, this can activate your vagus nerve, masters. Okay, this can also do the wonders. So I hope I was able to uh, give you all the information that is required, which can also relax your acid reflux symptoms, and so many information. Now, can you all open your videos? I would love to see you all. It is not okay, looking at the blank spaces or the black spaces. I don't like it. That's so hilarious. But this is me, masters. I can't help it. Okay. So you have to help me. Anyhow, any questions on this? Finally, Deepak ji opened his video after such a long time. Rest of even Himanshu ji. Anshuman ji is still with that. Maybe he might be in office, but anyhow. Anybody else? Anyone has any questions, masters? Homa ji, where are you? What are you doing? I want to see you. Okay. Anyone has any questions on this? All good? All taken care of? Now today you are a healed person, right? So tomorrow there will be a test, masters. I'm going to ask you questions. Sheelam ji, go ahead, please. You want to say something?
No, no, any acute pain or acute situation,
Mhm.
because as you said, you can suddenly faint. For example, once when we had gone to Bangalore by night bus and we had not had time to have breakfast because we had rushed for a wedding.
Uh-huh.
So time we went for the wedding, it was time for lunch.
Hmm.
So my daughter happily ate the food,
Hmm.
and as she ate the plate, she just collapsed.
Oh, because
Be-
the
Yeah,
stomach was
yes,
not able to digest that, and now that fainting spell occurred, right?
yeah. So that was a vasovagal attack we call.
Yes,
That is when
vasovagal fat.
rushing to the stomach. There's
Yes.
no blood in the brain.
Yes, yeah.
That's
So
why
this is
sometimes
how
you
you
might die.
can activate the blood.
Yeah.
As soon as this happens, you can put lot of ice in a bag and then put it on your face. As
Mm.
soon as you do that, the brain rushes to to your brain. And also wearing this socks, the very
Mm.
tight socks on your feet so that the blood does not pool in your feet. It does not go down, it goes up. And that is how you can also relieve yourself from the vasovagal attack.
So that's why sometimes in acute pain, suddenly somebody collapses. Is the vasovagal attack we call it.
Yeah,
Like you said, it's a pain which is stress causing the this thing. So
yeah. So anyhow, but yeah, yeah, National Institute of Health. Thank you so much. I've written in my this brain coherence, there also I have written the same thing. But the point is, certain times certain words won't come out, because you have a lot of things going on in your mind and everything wants to come out at the same time. So now what to do? Vasil, the Vegas stimulation needs to be done, right? Anyhow, thank you so much, everyone. I hope your questions are answered. But if there is something that you want to be like, you want to have the answer, or you have some question, you can definitely ask it now, masters. Nina ji.
Hi, thank you, Madhuji. When I
Thank
saw
you.
the topic, I was so excited.
Thank you, Sheelan ji. Yeah. Yes.
Uh,
Tell me.
it is a very, I said, when I saw on WhatsApp the topic of today, I
Uh-huh.
was very excited to learn about it, vagus nerve.
Yes.
And the way you have explained, like vagus nerve can be activated by washing co face with cold water.
Yes.
Uh,
Certain times when we are not feeling okay, when we are not relaxed, splashing cold water, splashing a scoop of cold water on your face can also do
mhm,
the wonders. People actually, certain times when they are not feeling okay and when they are in lot of trauma or pain, what they do is they do the ice dip,
right.
right? The ice water challenge also. So certain times, it is very healing. For people like us, we might feel a shock of that cold water, but that actually puts our brain into very active state, you know, I would say, but not in that kind, the blood actually goes up there, not that kind of activeness, not the stress kind of activeness, but in a relaxed way, like you feel that, energy, a very calming energy. So that happens.
Right.
Anyway,
I also, I don't know where I read, that when you first thing in the morning, when you wake up and wash your face with cold water 7 times, it aligned your chakras too, you know.
wow, that's very nice.
Uh,
I need to do that.
like first thing in the morning, when you open your eyes, within half an hour, you have
मैं तो
to,
कभी ना जाऊं सुबह सुबह जाके चेहरे वाले ठंड में शिकागो में no way either ways I'm sniffling, you might have heard me like that.
yeah, try it, Madhuri. You never know. It works.
It's going to be minus 30, masters. It's going to be
No, no,
minus 30 tomorrow, minus 30,
I know.
35. And I'm like, really? minus 30 below. So tomorrow, that is the day, and we are like, either ways, even with minus 10 or minus 20, as we go out, our nose and the hair inside the nose, they also become, they become
Freeze.
frozen. Okay. So now what will happen? Because see, cold bites happen. Not only that, the body part, if anything is out, you might see this, what do we call that?
Blisters.
I totally forgot.
Blisters.
No, not
Mm,
blisters. Blisters do happen, but
mm,
that the body part becomes black, and it does not have any
mm.
any sensation left to it. I don't remember the
Oh.
actual name of it. Kala pad jata hai. It turns totally
Mm.
black. Yeah, no, no, the frostbite. Frostbite. It says
Okay.
where your lower extremities won't feel any, a movement of blood or anything. Nothing. And then that, if they become black, there is no sensation. You have to, basically, the body goes into this ambulatory procedure also. You have to, maybe, I don't know. So we have no school. We will see if we have e-learning, but definitely that is what
Mm.
happens. Anyway, yeah, loss of
Stay warm.
sensation. Yeah, so tomorrow, that's what. So we are not going out. We are just staying indoors, and it's lot of just everything is hot and warm, and it's like becoming very irritated. Meditation is a time when you become so relaxed and happy, and relaxed, stress free, basically. Anyhow,
Right.
thank you, Neena ji. I hope.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Rani ji, where were you? You missed the whole class, I think. What's happening? Oh, you had something on your head? You took shower or something? Oh, that's the chair? Okay, okay. I can't hear you. Sorry, 1 second. Let me unmute you. And then we can go into, yeah,
It's a
now.
new headset, Madhuri. I lost my earpods and I don't want to spend $200, $250.
No, no, no. You know how it seems? It seems like as if you have put your hair on top, a bun. But maybe
No,
because
no,
the chair. Because the chair.
no, no. You know why? This is the time I give them dinner. And it's not that they are babies, but they are grown-up babies now. So they
No,
have the phone
baby.
in their hand and the food is lying there on table. So it just becomes too irritating for me listening to meditation and screaming on them. I come out of meditation and then scream on.
Yeah, my two babies, one my husband and one my daughter. One is I don't know what they are doing at this time. One is sleeping already, so I'll see to them later. But yeah, that also happens here. But no worries.
And
This is my me time, so
New
yeah.
Jersey has this weekend we are expecting 10 to 12 inches of snow.
Oh, nice. We already had a lot of snow. Lot of the car movements had been so crazy, and I don't want to, or like more of that. I don't want that. Anyway, let God decide what needs to be done. I would say whatever is
Yeah.
happening for the good. Anyway, yeah.
Thank
Any
you.
any question you have,
No
Manish?
question. I just wanted to say that yeah, it is very cold in New Jersey also, and I'm somehow surviving.
Yes, so same here. But anyhow, thank you so much, Rani ji. So do watch the session, and anything that you want to heal in yourself or anyone else, definitely it might bring a lot of help to each and every one. And when I was actually incorporating all the information and collecting, definitely this came to me that vagus nerve has to be stimulated. And when you tap here, this
Yeah.
also, and then you do this, like that. It's a simple massage. And even with this, the craniosacral massage also, that can also activate your vagus nerve. Even putting your two fingers here and then pressurizing this like that, okay? And then keep it like that. That also will help. Then another one will be to do all those mudras that I was telling. But apart from that, one more thing, yeah, I think catching your hands like this and keeping it like that, and then looking to that left side for a while until you want to swallow, till that time. Then come back to the normal position, and then again do it on the right side. Then next one is with like moving your neck and looking that side also. You can move the neck and looking that side also. So same way with the right side. Anyhow, I hope you all got the important information. Centralized heaters in your home. Yeah, it is there. But when you sit in meditation, Deepak ji, from every side the cold wind come. You might feel it on your back and your feet, and you might want to, as this is so thick, I'm feeling hot now. But can't help it. I just stopped my heater, the space heater. But anyway, because see, outside it is very low at this time, I believe, -1 degree Celsius. Okay. At this time, it is -1 degree Celsius. But tomorrow it will be way, way less, -30 to -35. That is how it is going to be. Anyway, lot of cold talks. Let's have some hot talks, hot topic. Right. Anyhow, yeah, Gopi ji, tell me.
So thank you so much, Madhuji. So my daughter has acid reflux.
Mm-hmm.
So from your material, looks like that's also part of vagus nerve.
Yes, yes.
Your video to see, like you mentioned, because if I say some mudra and all, she won't do. So maybe I have to tell her some exercise or some, you showed some exercise.
Like this, at least she can do this,
Oh,
or
this
then
helps for the acid reflux also. Okay.
you can actually breathe in slowly, and then you can keep it like that for a while and expand your stomach muscles. Then incorporate this breath in your chest and diaphragm cavity, basically up on the lungs area, heart, and that will also activate your vagus nerve. So
Because
and do the
usually
box breathing.
or dinner or sometime, so if whenever she thinks little more than what she eats, because if she
Or
eats very little, she don't
yeah,
have an issue. So
yeah.
maybe
So
something.
yeah, and so what happens is maybe the vagus nerve, some kind of issue with the neck, you might feel a lot of shoulder pain, neck pain, head pain also, that also can happen. Migraines happen. So when you improve this, when you activate or stimulate your vagus nerve, these issues will also die down. So why I'm saying, why this came to me was because very important how you can easily heal yourself with the acid reflux, So,
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So, masters, let's go into meditation now. Okay. We are gonna sit for at least 30 to 35 or 40 minutes. Okay. So, sit cross-legged with your feet crossed like this. Okay. Clasp your hands and fingers and close your eyes. And now be with your breath. Imagine that your plane is take off. And at this time, you might have or you might face a lot of turbulence in the plane. But as you start meditating, as you start calming yourself down, you see that your plane is able to take off and it is able to go where there are no clouds, meaning there are no thoughts. So you breathe in slowly and you breathe out slowly, masters. So breathe in, take your time, take 7 to 8 seconds or 8 to 10 seconds as you breathe in. So be it slow and steady. And as you breathe out, let it be very normal, natural breath. Exhale slowly, steadily, and taking your time. Let there be no rush and just inhale deeply. Pause for a minute, not for a minute, meaning pause for a second, 2 seconds, or 3 seconds if you can, or 4 seconds. And then slowly exhale by taking more time. Don't rush. So let's do that. Let's try and practice. Inhale 7 to 8 seconds. So say, like, have your 8 seconds in your mind, count 8 seconds in your mind. So as you inhale, pause. Now slow exhale. So where is your mind going? Your mind is totally going on your breath. So now again do that. 8 to 10 seconds of inhale, 4 seconds of pause, and 10 to 12 seconds of exhale. Try to do that, masters. 10 seconds of inhale, 4 seconds of pause, and 12 seconds of, or 13-14 seconds of exhale. Be it slow and steady, masters. So take your time and do that. As you inhale, now incorporate this breath into your abdomen, into your navel region. Let your stomach muscles expand as you inhale. Let your heart and lungs expand as you inhale. And then pause. Imagine that your abdominal cavity is expanding with the breath as you pause. And as you breathe out, you're releasing your breath out through your gut, out through your heart, lungs, and out through your nasal passage. And you are relaxing yourself. So let us do that. Incorporate this breath in your abdominal cavity, into your heart and lungs as well. Let your stomach muscles expand. Hold it there. And then pause. And now breathe out slowly. Empty your stomach with that air that you had. Now breathe out, release and relax. So breathe in now. Again, slowly breathe in. Pause. Expand your stomach muscles with the air. And then slowly exhale. This is the basic exercise that one needs to do to activate and stimulate vagus nerve. Now do that again. Inhale through your nasal passage, through your nostril. Let it go into your heart and lungs. Then let it go into your abdominal cavity. Expand your stomach muscles. Hold it for 4-5 seconds. And then slowly, after holding 4-5 seconds, you need to slowly exhale out and release that pressure. Okay, masters? Release it. Empty your stomach, empty your heart and lungs, your diaphragm cavity also, and then release totally. Again, inhale. Release. Inhale. Hold it. And then release slowly. Now breathe in again. Pause. Release. So do this 7 to 8 times, masters, and then slowly relax yourself and then go within by inhaling deeply, exhaling softly. And whenever you feel that you need to let go of your body consciousness, you can definitely do that. And then slowly, steadily, just keep your focus on your inhale and exhale. Bring your concentration or focus on your third eye and slowly, steadily go into the deeper meditative states, masters. Take your time, no rush whatsoever. Take your time with each and every breath, masters. No rush whatsoever. Let each and every breath help you, heal you, and guide you. Let your breath be your guru. And only remember that your main focus is your breath. Let your focus not waver, even for a single second. Let there be no turbulence in your mind. When your mind is full of thoughts, the energy from the cosmos cannot enter. And this cosmic energy, which is very healing, when it does not enter your body, when the temple of body is without this cosmic energy, it cannot heal, it cannot forgive, it cannot experience anything good. So to improve your energy, to heal yourself, let us focus only on our breath masters. Let yourself be totally relaxed, masters. Keep all your focus on your in-breath and out-breath. Let there be no turbulence. Let your stomach muscles feel relaxation, where you are not fearful, not anxious. Now you can visualize any desire of yours, anything that you want to manifest, where your gut is totally relaxed, where it sends the signal to the brain that everything is okay inside the body. At this time, as you inhale, think of any desire and visualize it. When the body is totally calm, where the heart and mind works together. And this is the perfect recipe to manifest. The secret to manifestation is let your heart and mind work together. So take your time and breathe in and put your intentions as you breathe. My dear masters, now let us all come back into our body consciousness. Take our time. As slowly as you went into the deeper states of meditation, slowly come back and straighten up your spine, your neck, your head. Slowly feeling your body from head to toe. Taking a deep, good old breath with each and every second. Let your body feel the rejuvenation, the recharging, and also feeling totally healed, sacred. Feel full clarity, a sense of bliss. Let each and every breath come in and go out and make you feel so much relaxed, peaceful, and calm. Now, very slowly, masters, as you are returning, you can unclasp your hands, everyone, and you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you so much, masters. Thank you and gratitude. Thank you so much. I hope you all had a great meditation, felt the in-depth state. Definitely. Masters, tomorrow and day after tomorrow we'll be just having meditation only, so that we can actually have a good time with meditation, not sharing anything, meaning not sharing any wisdom, but coming and meditating. So if you all are ready for tomorrow and day after tomorrow, let us meet and just do meditation. That's what I want to do. Definitely I can. Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely. We will definitely have more topic next week, but at this time, today, we will be just meditating. I mean, tomorrow we'll be just meditating, and day after tomorrow also. If I feel like sharing something, I'll definitely share and let you know. But I think we should also meditate. Okay. So that's what my main motto is. So, and come on time so that we can actually feel this, meditative state and the in-depth state of meditation with the group's energy. Okay. Thank you so much, masters. Thank you. Gratitude. Any experiences, if you want to share, you can definitely share. Anybody has any question with the meditation? Any experience that you had? Thank you so much, Sheelamji. Okay, I see that there are no questions. Then without further ado, masters, I'm going to close the session and we'll meet tomorrow. Okay. So take care, everyone. Stay blessed, stay happy, and stay vibrant. Have a good night. And thank you so much. Gratitude, everyone. May we all be happy, healthy, and vibrant. May we all meditate regularly with our individual energies and consciousness, as well as the group energy and consciousness. And let us do our inner work. Let us teach meditation to everyone and awaken everyone. Thank you so much, Master. Thank you. Thank you.